Welcome guys to the VCT American Finals with Gen 2 versus Sentinels. With this round, we will see who is the most dominant in the first round, either G2 or Sentinels.
Yeah, like you said, this is going to be a great game. Sova uses his drone to try and get some info. Tags Trent. Yoru comes behind. Zekken is going up to B with Sova, trying to see if he can get a little bit. Nah, he didn't go B. He checked his judgments and decided to rotate back with the team who are going to A side. Oh, Leaf gets one, Leaf gets two. Jonah P gets the third. It's now a 2v5 situation. Zekken goes up to A side, gets flashed, gets killed by Leaf. Narrative takes out Leaf, and Narrative gets killed by the Euro. Round 1 goes to G2, quite easily, if I may add.
Yeah, will Sentinels be able to pull back for the second round to try and make it an equaliser? But we will never know until the next game gets started. But overall, in the first round, G2 was absolutely annihilating Sentinels, with Sentinels hardly being able to get multiple kills.
Round 2 starts. Narrative tries to get the recon, and Valen just gets rid of it. His location is still unknown. 4 Sentinels try to get onto B side. Omen goes in, kills Euro, and Jonah P gets one, gets traded by Bang. Trent kills Bang, and now it's a 3v2 situation where Sentinels don't even have the spike. Trent kills Narrative, and now John QT is the last one alive. Can he make anything of it, or will he just get obliterated by G2?
That is quite a good analysis, and is a possibility right there, Reese. With only John QT from Sentinels trying to flank around, trying to get a specific peek on them, hoping to at least take out one of them before getting absolutely annihilated. But right there, Leaf was able to get a kill on John QT of Sentinels right there, and closed the second round with a second win for G2.
I have to say, Sentinels got onto B side very well. Maybe if they had a few better guns, then the outcome could have been a lot different. But sadly, they had to save for next round, and they couldn't make anything of the area that they had around them. Going into round 3 now, Sentinels have full loadouts, whereas G2 have the stuff from last round. Sentinels do have a good chance of winning this if they play together and play well. They go up, they're either going B side or through window. We have no idea yet, don't want to jump to conclusions, but it looks like they are going to B side. 2's on A, 3's on A, and Vice is the only one looking on B side right now. 3 Sentinels. Bang gets Leaf, making it a 5v4 situation right now. Zekken, hungry for G2 right now, goes on the offense and tries to peek. Euro is trying his hardest to get an opening through, but it doesn't look like he is able to get one. John QT is making sure no one's there, and Zealous playing from B side, making sure no one was there. Zekken gets Trent, and that is a clean win for Sentinels.
Yeah, right there, Sentinels were able to hold their ground and able to push back against G2, securing in that round for the third game. With this, will Sentinels be able to carry on that will streak, or will they quickly fall behind G2 in this round?
Going to round 4 now. Sentinels on the offensive very quickly. First time they've done this game. Zealous on A side, seeing if he can try to pick any kills out, but sadly he doesn't. Bang is on C site alone, where Zekken is waiting by doors to make sure Vice comes out. Breach is holding back, seeing if he can peek anyone, and Zealous is going on his own all the way to A site. Zealous gets spotted, so he has to rotate back slowly enough not to be seen. Oh, Vice goes to kill Zekken. John QT kills 2 of them. And oh, that wasn't good timing of narrative. Trent gets 1, John P gets bang, and that is a win for G2.
A very good win indeed for G2 right there, able to hold their position currently as first in this round of games. But really, Sentinels need to secure at least a few more games if they are having any hopes of defeating the team that they have on G2. We never know what's going to go on for this 4th round. Fifth round. Hopefully, and possibly, just maybe, Sentinels will be able to squeeze a victory for themselves in the round 5.
Like Dan said, round 5 begins. They were going to go C-site and they had to rotate. It was too good to go on, and they recuperate at A-site. Narrative goes to C-site with bang. Zealous following them slowly while Zekken decides to stay at A-site to try and get any peeks on the kills. Zekken slowly going forward, fight, gets Trent, and Yoru manages to escape just in time. Zekken doesn't want to push his luck, allowing him to rotate back around to C to help his team out. Right, back again. Still going C-site while Zekken goes up through mid. Zekken gets a kill, Leaf kills Narrative, going back on himself to not get too cocky. It's a 3v3 situation here, where Leaf is on his own on C. Zekken enters site, Leaf's on 14 HP, I wonder what he's gonna do here. Zekken plants the spike, and now they are just playing defensive to try and get it. Zekken gets 1, so 1v2 right now. 1v1, and Zekken gets Leaf, which makes it a 1v1 now. Oh, pulling it slowly, goes for the ult, and gets the ace. Beautiful ace right there off Zekken. Can't get any better than that. Play, crosshair placement, and positioning was on point.
That is very true right there. Zekken was able to play absolutely perfectly that round, fighting against one of the G2 players, able to secure an ace for their team and securing a win for all times right there. But right now we're on the 6th round. G2 still have enough chances to, of course, get very far ahead of Sentinels before they're able to catch up with them.
Zekken in sewers with a outlaw, gets 1. He's not getting cocky, he's pulling back, seeing if someone else decides to push him. They do, Zekken gets stunned, going back with his team for more support. We have Bang in the middle, and Zealous coming up towards his team to try and support. Narrative has Jonah P and Trent just waiting there for the kill. Zealous gets one, sees John P, gets two. Beautiful play there, saw both of them, countered it perfectly. Zealous gets Leaf, just leaving Valen left to defend G2. Is Valen gonna do anything in this situation, or is this a loss?
Whatever Valen decides is his own choice, but I don't think he will be able to take out any of them, as right there Sentinels have proven that none of their people have died that round, securing a win right there against G2, putting them at least one ahead of them, well, one behind them, or as an equaliser.
Yeah, like you said, it is an equaliser right now, so it's anyone's game. But G2 have decided to take a time out. You've got to remember they've won 3 rounds and then Sentinels have just brought it back. So I wonder what G2 are planning to counter this idea that Sentinels have. We do hope that they have an idea to counter this. But it's quite hard considering as soon as Sentinels gets into the rhythm of teamwork, they are quite unstoppable, especially playing together in the time they've got.
Right there we got an amazing shot of that player's mousepad, which is a lovely cat, which is not a bad style choice of a mousepad if you ask me, kind of funny as well.
Alright, we're back into the game now, 3-3 on both sides. We have a full loadout on Sentinels and a full loadout on G2. This could be anyone's game right now, and it will be a very interesting one to watch. Whoever wins this round will be on top of the other, allowing them to have a bit of a beneficial towards the game. We have Bang on C, Zealous on A, and Zekken goes in straight away, being on the offensive, trying to get any peeks that he has. Leaf sees that his wall's been tripped, but sadly no one's in sight to be able to get the kill. Trent covering A side, little does he know that they're only waiting for him. They're not trying to push any side yet, they're playing it pretty passive right now. Oh, John QT's just been spotted by G2.
Yeah, and also, as you can see here, with the current economy, G2 have a very poor economy because they lost at the last round, causing them to go down in a ton amount of course, credit, as they call it in this game, allowing them to, of course, have a worse one because they were buying an entire kit. Meanwhile, you have, of course, Sentinels who have won the past few games with a better economy with a larger amount of credits because they have been able to secure a few wins.
Jonah P used his ult pretty wisely, but sadly got no one in the process. Leaf gets Zekken. Great offense there. Zekken is great. John QT, Narrative, both got 2. Trent gets QT, Narrative gets 3 in one go. Beautiful play. Absolutely beautiful.
That secured a win for Sentinels, but will they be able to keep up that momentum at this point? Because right now Sentinels are, of course, coming up with probably the most devious plan known to man against Sentinels to hopefully secure them the win next round, or the possible few extra rounds that we have tonight, this evening.
We had to get a replay on that because it was so beautiful, but now we are into round 8 where Sentinels are winning by 1 point. G2 can draw this or they will be 2 behind, which will be a very hard comeback before half time. narrative sees Leaf retreating for a bit, doesn't want to get anything away or lose him. Oh shit. Like, get killed, so it's a 4v5. Zaken kills Leaf. Kills Jonah P. Beautiful time in there. Yuru coming in. Oh, and he gets him. Bang goes for the trade. That was great teamwork right there if I've ever seen it. They both knew what they were doing and what the goals were. Bang gets another. Bang's teasing right now. Bang and could go for the kill. Oh, and he does.
Yeah, he managed to get a win for the 8th round, securing a bigger lead against G2. At this moment, G2 has to go on a offensive against Sentinels, because if they don't, they will lose the next few rounds, because at the moment they are playing quite passive. Meanwhile, Sentinels are playing one of their most aggressive styles at this moment in this tournament. For G2 to win the entire grand finals this evening, or the next few next few weeks, they will have to go on a very large killing streak and play on the offensive.
We're on round 9 now. We've only got 3 more until half time, leading into 5-3 for Sentinels. Now Sentinels all stacked onto A site, planning on going there. And Vice has just put one of their smokes down. Oh, Zealous still going. Trent, and Trent gets the kill. Beautiful. Now it is a 5v4 for G2. They can play this very smartly because they have the number advantage. G2 gets narrative, leading into a 5-3. G2 Valen got Bang. Zekken and John QT are the only 2 remaining for Sentinels. This could go well. This could go beautifully. 5v2 situation right now. Quite hard to come back for the round. Slowly going to push onto A. Zekken goes onto A site. 7 seconds remaining. Sadly, I don't think there's much Zekken can do for his team, considering they've got 5 and he doesn't have time to plant that spike. That was beautiful patience off G2, allowing them to win this round.
That is very true, allowing them to secure this round because of that amazing offensive play that they performed right there, Reese. Very well said. Currently with Sentinels, they are still in the lead by a huge amount, but G2 is going really well on the offensive here.
Sentinels have now decided to have a timeout situation because they didn't think they played that well, and they need to discuss what they can do to win these rounds before half time. The more points they earn now, the easier it will be to defend and win this game for them. Alright, we are back again with 20 seconds remaining until the timeout's over. They are still planning on what to do, while G2 are just there, looking at the screen. They know what their plan is, and they plan to stick to that idea. Sentinels, on the other hand, they seem very concentrated, and we are back in the game now for round 10. Both teams have a full loadout, which means this could go either way right now. They all cramp onto the middle.
That's very true right there, Reese. They are cramping together, possibly going to go for push through mid, SC or A at the moment. but I believe what they are going to try and do is fake a site and get them all focused on a specific area. At the moment we have Leaf, who is Vise, holding down near the C corridor with the C cubby right there, trying to get some pop shots. Right now we have Jorgamo at the moment pushing around through the B corridor, hoping to get some pop shots. But at the moment we have Sentinels pushing around for A, hoping to secure that site. But at the moment, everyone on G2 at the moment is going to go push there, apart from one person who is Trent, trying to see if they're trying to fake. But right now Trent is currently moving back to try and recuperate with G2, while Sentinels are pushing on a very aggressive offensive on A, hoping to plant the thing, with John QT at the moment planting there.
Right, so 3v3 situation right now. Bang got Uru out of the game. Leaf gets narrative. John QT gets Valin. And Senbang gets Leaf to win the round for Sentinels, leading by 2 points right now. We're now on round 11. This was a beautiful play, by the way. Jonah P got 1 and Zakin got 2. Sadly, got killed after, but that was a beautiful double kill leading into the win. Sentinels are very proud of that win and that round, whereas G2 look very disappointed. We're now leading into round 11. Full loadout still, except for all on A side right now, trying to push. We have Jonah P on Haven and Trent on bottom for A side. Valen has come to A, realising the danger that they are in. Zakin gets onto site, pushing through and gets killed by Trent. Senbang decides to do it, gets 2, tries to go for more. Sadly he doesn't and gets killed by Leaf. Sen narrative with the Vandal right now. John QT gets Leaf out the game. Knowing where their last two opponents are, one goes up to Haven and the other tries to get one little flank in. Zealous gets Euro out of the game, leading into a 3v1 situation, now a 2v1. Can he bring it back or not? And no, he can't, sadly. John QT gets the kill and wins the round for Sentinels.
That was an absolute beautiful win there for Sentinels. They may have lost a lot of players, but they were able to bring it back with eliminating every member of G2. But G2 were playing absolutely beautifully as well that round. Try not to be biased, of course. At the moment, Sentinels seem like the ones that are going to win the grand finals over these few weeks. But that is to be remained as the top dog for now. And with G2, they have a possibility here that they can either 1, win, 2, lose, or 3, bring it all to an equaliser tie for the next to last few rounds.
Like Dan said, this is the last round before half time, where they have to swap sides, and Sentinels have to defend G2. They look onto B side, realise it's very Zealous, leading them into B side. Sova darts in, sees nothing. Euro gets 1 on narrative. Bang goes around. Gets 1, gets traded by Trent. Beautiful play. Zekin is on site with everyone else. And now all they've got to do is plant the spike and play passive. Oh, they decide to go A site, knowing that there will be danger soon. They decide to rotate to A site to get a way better plant off and secure it. Zakin waiting on B site. Can't see anything right now, but he was waiting on B-side.
Yeah, very much fake, sorry about
Right,
that.
we're back to it. He gets Leaf. Beautiful timing right there off Zekin. Realises no one's behind him. He goes onto site, tries to see, he gets spotted and uses his thing. He tries his ult, doesn't get anyone, gets traded with Val. And now G2 are on the offence to try and get one. Zealous gets Jonah P, leading into a 2v2 situation right now, ladies and gentlemen. G2 get one. Sen and Trent gets the last kill for the win on G2.
Hopefully for the rest of this game, G2 were able to carry this momentum where they won here and carry it throughout the rest of this, for the rest of the rounds until the end of the grand finals.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to have a break, and that is all we have time for today. We're sorry to break it to you. It's been great commentating on this game, and we will be back another time to commentate on another. Thank you.